Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week of Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Noles have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the shotgun. On the move at the 30. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense aims. Got him at the 27.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. You're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Feeling some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today playing on the road in this kind of environment, you saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work for the first time today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smashes through. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. You got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. He'll take it himself. Quick spin on the line. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And here you go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action.
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this route.
Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man! And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They will score! Touchdown, no! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fires it down the seam. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, I'm the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Seminoles will punt this one away. Running it back, it's Rasmussen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's got his man. Spins away from one. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. A new set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminole.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this this game? If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his
Throws for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll pull it down. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Little touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be knocked down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Using his feet. Moving past the 25. Bringing the heat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On the run, it's Hatchett. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Hatchett. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
He finds his man. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on third down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football. They've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, they're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
29 Philly.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier this game.
And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Rasmussen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. Now they moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the route is on.
This quarterback really was a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here for them.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the draw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the running running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Come on. Should have ran a better route.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Noles will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have two hands on the ball.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Hatchett. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. At the 45, on his way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of balls.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback keeps it. He's loose. Oh, the hops.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what...
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistake.
And he can find the receiver, and down he goes.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Noles will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And it'll be down right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Across the 25. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the beatdown has ensued. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in...
Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to...
Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Moves. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Now, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were...
And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
One more play to pad the stats. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to get to it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying...